If Jesus was knocking at your door today and looked you in the eye and said, "Hey, I want you to come follow me," what would you do? I'm Drew, and my heart is to see more of you stepping out and to do just that. Follow Jesus. I'm not talking about a simple couple of hours volunteering. I'm talking about a life on mission, a life where every day you had the freedom to step out and pursue the things of God. I recently saw this Swami online talking about modern Western civilization Christians. And in between all of the criticisms, he said something that really hit home with me. He said the truth about modern Christians is they profess with their mouth they love Jesus, but they do not live a life that would allow Jesus to even show up. Now think about it. If Jesus showed up at your house this weekend and rang your doorbell, would you even get up and answer the door? Or would you look at your phone camera and say, "Ooh, I don't know that guy. I'm just going to sit here in the house, be really quiet and really still until he leaves"? If Jesus sat down at a restaurant where you were already there eating and started talking to you, would you receive him, or would you be so off-put that you would get up, take your stuff, and just head out because of that interruption, the awkwardness of it? Truth is, most of us are so busy looking down at our phones or the TV screen, we couldn't even see him if he was right in front of us. Now imagine Jesus made it past your front door, you looked up from your phone, and you welcomed him at your dining room table. If he were to ask you to come follow him, what would you really say? Most of today's Christians start off with student loans they can't get out from under. National average is $30,000. Then you get a car loan. National average on that's another $40,000. Add another $8,000 in credit card debt. Before buying a home, most Americans have over $1,000 in monthly payments. That's pretty limiting on what you can do. So in our quest for life, most Americans, we're trapped in this vicious cycle, and it stops us from pursuing Jesus, even if Jesus were to be sitting right in front of us, because of our finances. And I'm going to step on some toes here and will probably upset a few of you, but Matthew 7:21 says, "Not everyone who calls out to me, 'Lord, Lord,' will enter the kingdom of heaven. Only those who actually do the will of my Father in heaven will enter." Matthew 15:8 says, "These people honor me with their lips, but their hearts are far from me." And let me wrap this up with Matthew 8. Jesus has been walking around performing miracles. And because of all these miracles he's been doing, there's a crowd that's been forming around him. And Matthew 8:18-20 says, when Jesus saw the crowd around him, he gave orders to cross to the other side of the lake. Then a teacher of the law came to him and said, "Teacher, I will follow you wherever you go." Jesus replied, "Foxes have dens and birds have nests, but the Son of Man has no place to lay his head." Another disciple said to him, "Lord, first let me go and bury my father." But Jesus told him, "Follow me and let the dead bury their own dead." It doesn't really matter where you've been and what your situation is to Jesus, but it does matter with where you're willing to go. And for many of us, if we truly want to have the freedom to follow Jesus wherever he's leading us, we're going to need to start freeing ourselves from a life that's holding us back from chasing the God-given dreams that are in our lives.